Hello everyone, my name is Matt and welcome to City Skyline. Today we're starting a brand new map and I would like to show you my thought process on how I get my city to grow and not to get bored like after a week. So first thing you want to do is to find good mods that fits your gameplay. Different people need different mods, so I suggest you look around. There are plenty of videos on YouTube, on the workshop, there's plenty of stuff you can find. Maybe you don't even like mods. Then what I like to do is to get a good map. Now, the map is the most important thing in this game because it reflects what you like. And you have to get a map where you can express your creativity at the best. Because once you get bored of the map, that's it. I would suggest that you look for like the perfect map for you. This map took me 3 days to find. And it's called Blade Island. It is based after a real place in northern Germany. And I was looking more of a winter vibe kind of thing. You know, it's getting cold outside, it's December already. And this map is more of a cold sea area. After I get a map, what I like to do is to have a plan on what to build and where to build it. I think it's something really important to have a long-term project so you can have an idea or where you want to go. But keep in mind it is not set in stone and I can't stretch it enough. Because your city evolves and your project must evolve with it. Otherwise you get stuck because you can't get the airport and the airport goes there. Don't worry, you can build things and destroy them. It's something that happens in real life as well. My plan then. I want to build a big touristy and leisure area on the northern side of the island, which is a peninsula. We're not going to talk about that. It is an island. And on the right side, I would like to build a posh district for like rich people or like people that have like the third house on the Baltic Sea or whatever. And then on the middle of the island, where it gets wider, I want to build like a big, well, medium-sized, high-density area where people like me and you lives, like more like middle class people, like people that works in the hotel or that work in that area. And I want to put trams and public transport around this area. And then as soon as I have like a city going, I want to turn to the mainland. Here I would like to build a big metropolis, like with trains, airports, transport hubs, that's going to be connected with a ferry line. Although ferries are scary, but we're not going to talk about that either. And I want to build it on the left side of the map, on the west side. While on the east side, I want to build more like an agriculture or industry. While on the island, I will have a fishing industry. So I say we start. I mean, that's the most exciting part. The rain. I mean, let me fix that. Welcome back. It's not raining anymore. It's a sunny day here on, well, Rock Valley. Apparently, there's no valley. And it's not really rocky, to be honest. Actually, if you have a good idea for a name, just let me know. Because I don't really have any idea for a name right now. And so yeah, let's start with the first thing. A road. Ta-da! That's the biggest achievement of all time. Now, I want to, well, I mean the beginning is a bit boring, it's like placing roads and that's it. But looking at this from the top, at the beginning I want to give the village more of a natural looking. I want the roads to be more windy, more like it grew up from when it was a small village, you know. It's like this one is what remains. So this one is going to be a main road. Unfortunately, we do not have this small side. I want to build on this side of the highway, and maybe on this side I will build the first industry, so I can divide it a little bit. One day we will remove the normal industry, but I want to keep this as a industry, as a main road. And the best main road is, I think it's part of the network extension mod. I'm not sure about that, but this one is the best main road. I always go back to this one when I can. So I'll start like doing windy thing. I like to look at it in a close-up section when I build a road, because otherwise you just end up doing a straight line, and I don't like straight lines. Let's see, how does it look? That looks good enough. I mean, maybe one day there's gonna be like another junction here, so we can connect this, although it's not gonna be necessary, as this one is gonna be like low density traffic, so it's not a big deal. And so I said I don't like grids. I prefer windy roads on the low density. In the future, we're gonna go to the big chunky parts of the city. That is gonna be more high density, because I like it more gridy. I like a grid there because it's more useful. Now, roads wise, usually I go with gravel roads and then I upgrade them. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, here we are. So, well, I placed a few roads. You didn't miss much, and I'm quite poor, as you can see, because as I was doing that, I was like, you know what? Let's place some water pipes as well, and I like to place them as perfectly as I can, so I can cover everything. Otherwise, you have to always go back, and it's so annoying. So it's a mess, as you can see. I mean, it's not gonna be that important as of right now, but then so at the beginning you do the two main things, which are electricity and water. Now, electricity wise, usually I go with wind turbines, because I like how green they are, but I don't think there's gonna be much wind over here. Yeah, as I thought. Maybe in the future I'm gonna have like a water farm, like a water electricity farm. Look, there's gonna be electricity in the middle of the village. It's 4 megawatts. So we'll go with the coal plant. So let me just place a nice main road for the industry. I don't really care about industries at the beginning, so usually I just go for a grid. But this time we're just gonna be even worse. We just place it on the road like that. I will have to connect the water. Then we connect it to the city with this nice little line. Now, there are mods that allow you to use the roads. I don't use them mainly, but it's up to you. Oh, we're already out of money. Great. We have enough to place this. How much is this? This one is cheaper. And this one is cheaper than this one. No, the same price. So usually I prefer to go with inland water treatment and water towers, because they don't mess up with the water, especially because if I want to build a nice resort, it would suck if the water is brown, or if there's, because pumping stations, which are different from pumpkin stations that are just seasonal, they mess up with the water flow sometimes. But I think we're gonna be poor soon. So let me place some stuff so we can make a tiny bit of money. So usually on the zoning side, I go with houses on the dirt roads in this case, and I prefer to put how to say, commercial zones on the main street, because it's more realistic, you know. If you go on the main street, I mean, here where I live, there are houses, and then they put a main street through them. I wouldn't live there, honestly, because they're a bit, you know, noisy, main streets and stuff. I mean, in real life, in the game as well, but in the game doesn't matter as much. But I prefer to get, I mean, I like my people. They are nice people. So let me try to do something with the water here. How can we do it? We don't have enough money to get the pipe. Just give me a second. Back to back to the game. So I actually managed to get to the minimum I could spend. I placed my wastewater thing here next to the power station, and I placed, awfully placed, a water tower here. I mean, it's not the best place. I will move them later. One day I will have like a nice big treatment area, but for the moment that's what it is. So for the moment, budget wise, I put everything to the minimum because we're not gonna need a lot of it. Road, I don't know, I think that changes the speed limit, I think. I'm not sure about that. But for the moment, I don't really mind. I prefer money because bankruptcy is not nice sometimes. So just a second, let me populate this area a little bit. I mean, these people are gonna be right next to the highway, and I just said it's not nice to be next to the road, but they're gonna be fine for the moment. They're gonna be fine. So we can go to a nice view on how we populate this small village. So the first people are moving in. Of course, this guy doesn't have water, but we'll fix it later. First people are moving in. Look at how happy they are. Oh, I could spend hours just looking at little cars driving on little roads. Don't ask me why. So, as we can see here, traffic is not going to be a problem yet. I mean, until we get to big roads, it's not going to be a big problem. But I like to get the intersections nicely separated at the beginning, because later I'm going to have so many intersections I will forget. And Mets forgets everything all the time. Now here there's going to be like crossings and stuff like that, but it's going to be such a small village, and so few people are going to live here. So now we're going to need industry. Industry wise, I usually go with a grid. Now I can't place any particular industry yet, so let me just fix it with, we are poor. Okay, it's fine. We're getting close to bankruptcy, but I'm gonna place some industry over here so more people can move in. And I mean, everything is set up like we're already going toward the green. Are we? Yeah, I mean, I know I'm a professional. I play this game like a lot, so yeah. Don't be afraid, yeah. Look, oh, we made 5 coins. That's good. Okay, I know I made this intersection, but I love the look of it. I love when like highways go sinking down and there's a roundabout on top, and it's the first time I put rocks in it, and actually I had to move most of them because they were in the middle of the highway. And if I could go back, I'm not gonna go back. So little hamlet, great. So we can ask for loans. We don't need them because we are rich. We got plenty of money. And taxes, that's good actually because we need money. Now, okay, we all know this stuff. So we are gonna, when you get to this point, people start to realize it's like, oh wait, we don't have education, we don't have a clinic, we don't have a school, and they start to ask for that. So now we'll have to think about that. And usually I go first on education because education is key. And actually, educated people, they do produce less garbage. Did you know that? Fun fact with math. Now, we do have a bit of money because they gave us, because they had pity on us, but we can put an elementary school. Look, this area is getting filled up. Now, I like to put the utilities on the main road. So, I mean, elementary school is not that big, but if I put like a hospital, I prefer like a clinic on the main road. So if the ambulance has to leave, they can go faster. And it's smarter, I would say. So I can put the elementary school. Actually, schools, I prefer them more close to people, because then they get a bigger range. I know I just said the opposite, but yeah, I mean, that's how Met rolls. So I can put the school in here, and then I will populate the area around it. Okay, let's go this way, it's faster. And it's very green underneath, so I can't really see the difference. Maybe you can, I don't know how YouTube is going to render this. Now, next thing I will go for is a landfill, because they're gonna complain soon about garbage, and that's gonna be the hardest one. Because, I mean, if they complain about health, they die, that's it. If they complain about garbage, well, they will complain until you remove it, and then you're gonna pile up so much of it that it's gonna be hard. I talk by experience. Or we have a nice industry here. Well, they have no water. I'm a professional, remember? Okay, so we are using quite a bit of water. So I will raise that up a little bit. Now, I usually don't mess up too much with these budgets, because I mean, sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not. I mean, if I have to go up and down every 20 minutes, where I'd rather not do that. So taxes, I always go for 11%. I mean, I think they won't complain until 13%. But I think if you put lower taxes, more people join. I don't know if it's... Oh, we're already a worthy village. Man, we're gonna be a big metropolis so fast. Not true. So we can buy a new square. We don't need it. I like to fill up a square before I buy a new one, because I think it's if you expand too quickly, then you just mess up, you know. You just want to build more on that side, but then you're gonna forget about this side. No, I prefer to move slowly until I get to a point where I can just choose where to build. So then we can divide for districts. Is good. We can ask for another loan. We don't need loans, so it's fine. We're gonna have to spend some money here. Agriculture, it's good. Usual stuff. Now, money-wise, we are making millions already, so there's no need to be worried. What can we do? We said landfills first. Now, landfills, I can move them. So we'll build a main road. Of course, I build a main road on a dead end. So we'll do an intersection here, which is really smart to place an intersection next to another intersection on an industry area. I'm making a tutorial here. No, don't do it, please. Don't put intersections too close to other intersections. Let me build a straight road here. Now you can go how you want about that, but on a landfill, or when it's garbage related things. I prefer to give them like a dedicated road, because they sometimes there are queues and stuff, and I don't want them to queue. Now we do not have money for much, so let's speed up. I want to fill up all of this side first. So, well, I guess we will. How far are we from the next one? I mean, we are growing so quickly. Look, we're already almost a tiny town, and we don't even have a clinic. Let's put a clinic. People are gonna get upset soon. So, let me see. I might build a park here as soon as we get parks, and as soon as I get these areas. So let's build on this side for the moment. It's gonna look asymmetrical for a while. To be honest, it's gonna look crappy for a while. Okay, because I mean, it's the beginning of a new city. Ta-da! Tiny town. Amazing. We don't even have an official name, and we're already tiny town. Great. So we can place parks already, and well, that's good. We have policies. I want to play with policies. I don't play with policies much, but I should play more with policies. We have the fishing industry finally, so we can already get rid of the crappy other industry. And we do have parks and stuff, key walls, baby. Great stuff. We have high schools already. Okay, that's I feel pressured already, because I think we have to put in a high school, because education is key. The village is growing a little bit slowly, but it's growing. I mean, look at this place. How nice is it? Nice little big bite. There's gonna be like for sure a fish fillet. How do you say it? Like a fish burger and stuff. I like it. I mean, usually to fill up these holes, I spam tons of trees. I'm not gonna do it yet. I want to grow a little bit and then decorate. I'm gonna decorate it nicely when it's gonna be bigger. This part most likely is gonna get destroyed and rebuilt later. That's what I usually do. My starting area is never gonna look the same after a few days. And well, I think I like this map. I feel the colors attract me a lot. This feeling of seaside but not summertime, because it's winter, so I like to look at it more like a colder sea than a warm sea. I don't know if that's a thing, but that's gonna be a thing now. So I think for today that's it. I think next episode we're gonna work on our fishing industry. I might put it on this side so people can travel on the other side. We might buy the new square and put a park here and expand our little town, well, tiny town that it is now. So thank you for watching. It was a nice beginning, a nice start. I hope you could learn some things. If you want to leave a comment with the name of the city, I will consider it, and if you liked it, just give it a like. If you want to see more about this series, just like the video. I will post at least one video a week, and we will see you next time. Ciao!